Shalom, shalom. Before I begin this lesson, all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha HaKodash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings be multiplied on all you brethren, bishops, elders, preaching His word in all sincerity and truth, to the 144,000, the house of David. It's Brother Dama Gabar from GMS Los Angeles, with another lesson, Lord willing to edify and give you warning from Yahweh while Yahweh Shai. All right, and this one's from this article from Natural News titled Klaus Schwab's right-hand man calls for mass extinction event to usher in Great Reset. All right, and this is, the pride of these damn Edomite devils, and especially this guy, Yuval Noah Harari, which is a small hat, which is one of those ish people, which is, these particular individuals, mainly the elites of them, are the rulers and kings of the earth. All right. And they have a plan in place, as we've been telling you for years, to utterly extinct and delete a huge majority of you people here on the planet Earth, because they ultimately feel like you people are useless, you're worthless, and that you're totally, worthy to be mass extinct. And all these different situations that we see playing out in the earth are all the creation of these devils. This is all creation of these elites, a lot of these small hats who are sitting at the main table and barking out these orders to their goons and minions in these different positions of power throughout the earth to bring in this great reset, man. They're throwing all of these stones and hiding their hands. That's why when you mention these devils and you call them out, immediately you're attacked, you're ostracized, you're destroyed, you're deemed an extremist or crazy or a lunatic or a believer in conspiracy. You know what, man? But it's all ultimately the truth, and we understand it fully through the prophecy written within the scriptures, man. Now here it is. You got this. The right hand man of Klaus Schwab is a small hat. Is a 1948er. All right. And they have a plan in the future through this New World Order to destroy a lot of you people, man. See, which is why we've been telling you for the longest that, these so-called seaspiracies are real, man. These seaspiracy facts, as I should say, because these devils have been writing about these things. They've been preparing for these things. And now we're at the point to where now they're coming out in broad daylight saying this shit. And you still have the majority of the people of the earth sleeping, thinking that this shit is all a joke, thinking that, why would they want to do this? What point would they have to do particular things like this? Well, they're the devil, and that's what the devil would do. And they're Satan, and they're the wicked. And they have a plan to bring in this New World Order, which, they plan on deleting a huge amount of the population of the people on Earth, and they're doing it through all kind of means and ways, man. They're doing it through the food, through the water, through the air. They're doing it through their medical fields, but they're presenting all these things as help and beneficial. But really, their true intention is to sicken you, to dumb you down, to poison you, and then offer help and relief as if it's more of a benefit, but it's just going to do more and more damage. This has been the plans of these elites for centuries now, and now they're in the position to where they have the technology to have everything in place to where they can literally do these things, and they are doing it. All right. So I'm gonna hop around this article a little bit, and then turn that down, and then drop a couple of precepts, and I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna start here in this paragraph. It says Yuval Noah Harari, who was described as Schwab's right-hand man, is promoting a promotional tour right now, shilling a new book he allegedly wrote, which he didn't really write this book. He wrote the book, but it's a whole lot of talking points from from these elites for their plans for humanity in the future. It says that manuscripts ask questions like, why do we need so many humans for? Now that the globalists have attained near total control over pretty much everything, they appear ready to cull the herd of human slaves. It begins in this latest installment with the CV-9er, which you know what that is, followed by Russia's invasion of Ukraine, and this has been a part of their plans forever, man, to use different biological things of that nature to sicken, to weaken, to destroy a lot of people, and then present it as help and beneficial, Like I said, and they do this shit on every level, through the food, through the water, through the medicine, through through propaganda. Everything this devil uses on the people is a weaponized way for them to destroy humanity, man. To weaken your immune system, to poison your children as soon as they come out of the womb. Just to lie and to deceive everybody, man. This is what this devil does. This is why he's the damn devil, man. This is why he is the wicked. The Lord created the perfect villain and demon on the earth to be, you know, opposed to everything righteous on the earth. And now he's in power and he's in rulership and he has control over, huge, all of these major institutions on the earth. It says, now that the globalists have attained near total control over pretty much everything, they appear ready to cull the herd of human slaves. I read that. It says there is also skyrocketing inflation. See, these are all things that they are doing intentionally to further, destroy the people, destroy these economies, divide the families, to weaken everything so that this society can collapse and they can come in and play the saviors and play the hero with this whole, digital beast system, which will enslave all of humanity, with that charagma. It says there are also skyrocketing inflation, supply chain failures, food shortages, crop destruction, and other economic instability, all things that are swirling into a perfect storm of global shock and awe. And this is what they have created. All right. They've accomplished a diligent search, man. And a lot of these things are all snares and traps that's being set for the people, but they're presenting it as if it's just randomly occurring. And they have to deal with it as it's happening because, they don't know why the economy is imploding. They don't know why inflation is so high. They're fucking quarterbacking all of this shit. They've created this system to where they can make these things happen. They can rig markets. They could, manipulate food supply chains and routes and everything else, man. They have total control over it. And they're making it seem as if it's just randomly tumbling and getting out of control and they're trying to fix it on the fly. No, man, these things are all being done intentionally, man. Remember, the damn devil Esau, he's very subtle. He's a very crafty, slick demon, man. All right. It says, referring to non-globalists as common people who are fully disposable, Harari's latest leaked statements reveal a profound attitude of self-perceived superiority and globalist supremacy. And this is how all of these 1948ers feel. All of these small hats, that control the media, the economy, that are in these prominent positions of power, who, hide in the background and in the shadows. This is how they all ultimately feel. Why the hell you think that they're the only nation on the planet Earth who has a biblical nationality? And when we, the true Israelites, Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, try to, say that we're the true Israelites, we're the biblical people of the Most High, we're attacked, we're thrown under the bus, we're seen as hateful, we want to hurt, we want to, and all these different things, man. See, it's all a setup, man. And all these devils feel the same way. Don't let them fool you talking about, oh, we love our black brothers and sisters. Well, nigga, if you loved us, you wouldn't have funded the slave trade. You wouldn't have put up the money for the slave ships. You wouldn't have created this wicked banking systems and all other, the corruption in the music industry and everything else that the world is, that you have jacked up under your rulership on the earth, man. This man's a damn demon. It says Harari says that common folk below him are right to be fearful about the future because their lives could end at any moment, and it would not be any great loss, he says, because non-globalists are redundant. Yeah, and this is how these devils ultimately feel about you, man. They're just putting this guy Noah Harari up as the spokesman for it, but those behind him and the elite truly feel this way, man. All right. This is Psalms 140. And guess what? These devils have an agenda, man. And they're going to try to implement this thing to the full extent. They're going to try to bring in this new world order, this order out of all of this chaos and food, and famine and death and great destruction is going to be how they're going to try to usher in this reset, man. And they don't give a damn. They have an agenda to kill over 500 billion people, man. You see? It says Psalms 141. It says, a Psalm of David, deliver me, O Yahweh, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man. You see, and the whole WEF and everybody that's on board and everybody that's behind it, through the order of Esau, Edom, these are the evil man, the Edomites, man, the violent man. They're the one in control of everything, man. Don't get it twisted because they might have some East Indians or some Asians or some regular white people or even a few niggas in positions of power, man. It still ultimately stems back to these elites, man. It says, which imagine mischiefs in their heart. Continually are they gathered together for war. Yeah, and they're continuously gathered together. This has been on their agenda for centuries, man. Why you think Klaus Schwab, what the hell you think all these devils are meeting about with these secret meetings and these global retreats and Bilderberg and Bohemian Groves and that whole Davos meeting at the economic world meeting they have at Davos, man? And you Negroes, you don't have a seat at the UN. You don't have access to these different secret meetings and councils that these elites are having, man. But we know that it's all being gathered together for mischief, so that they can bring in this new world order and enslave the whole humanity, and establish themselves as God, man. It says they have sharpened their tongues like a serpent. Adder's poison is under their lips. Salah. Yeah, so everything that they're saying and everything that they're proposing is all poison, but it's presented as health and beneficial. But really, the true intent behind it is to hurt, destroy, weaken, lie, deceive, and to hurt you average people, you commoners, as they like to call you. It says, keep me, O Yahweh, from the hands of the wicked. Preserve me from the violent man who have purpose to overthrow my goings. All right. And this is all that these elites are trying to do, especially to you tribes, man. Everything that they have coming in the future that they're planning is to overthrow your goings. It's to ultimately to destroy you and to get you to worship them as your God, and to get you to deny Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai and your true biblical nationality as the Hebrew Israelites, man. That's why they're coming up against Kanye. They're coming up against Kyrie. And eventually they're going to come up against the men of the Lord as well. You see, they're already setting it up to do that. It says the proud have, remember, there's been times in history to where it was, especially during the Greeks, it was illegal and punishable by death to keep the Sabbath and to acknowledge yourself as an Israelite or as a Jew. Hey, and we see that this devil is cooking with what he's trying to do with the Kanye to try to get us from stop claiming our biblical nationality, man. He's going to make it be a crime. He's going to call you an extremist. It's going to be a crime punishable by firing squad or to be locked up in jail for having this belief that we are the true Israelites and that these devils are not Jews but Edomites, all right? It says, keep me, O Yahweh, from the hands of the wicked. Preserve me from the violent man who have purpose. I read that. It says, the proud have hid a snare for me, and the snare is a trap. This whole goddamn system is nothing but a trap. This coming into this new world order is nothing but a trap. That whole C-19er was nothing but a trap, man. And everything else that we know this devil is cooking up for the near future is going to be a trap for your souls. All right, to get that MOTB up in you. All right. That's why they're imploding this whole manufactured famine, the manufactured implosion of the economy. All these things are traps and snares being set by these elites to lure you people into a trap, which is their new world order. It says, and cords. They have spread a net by the wayside. They have set gins for me. Salah, right? And they'll use these different celebrities and people of influence as well to, to do their bidding and to do their dirty work. All right. That's why you see a lot of these gatekeepers and these sellout niggas coming up against Kanye when they know he's speaking the truth. When there's videos on particular of these guys saying years ago that they know that the Jews are powerful and that they run the media, they run the record companies and all this. But then now that Kanye's saying that, they're all backtracking and saying that he's crazy and leave them people alone. Oh, it's all conspiracies and lies and people believe all this bullshit. But then again, at the same time, these people don't never come out and prove through the Bible how they are the people and how they fit prophecy. See, everything is a trap and a snare and a scam, dealing with these people, man. All right. It says, I said unto Yahweh, thou art my power. Hear the voice of my supplications, O Yahweh. O power, O Yahweh, the Lord, the strength of my salvation. Thou hast covered my head in the day of battle. See, and this is what the Lord's going to do for those who are faithful. Those of us who are standing in great boldness and still standing upon, our integrity and, the truth of the truth and validity of the Holy Bible and prophecy, man. We're not going to back down and tuck tail and apologize to these damn imposters, man. We're going to stand firm upon our true belief, and we're going to defend the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, even unto death, if needs be, Lord willing, It says, grant not, O Yahweh, the desires of the wicked, further not his wicked device. And that's why we're calling it out. And we know that eventually this new world order is going to fail. All of these elites are going to be rounded up. They're going to be, they're going to go into slavery. They're going to be judged and destroyed when Yahweh Shai returns. But it's our duty and our job to stand firmly and to expose it and to preach the whole truth, man, and not leave anything out. See, and that's why the Lord doesn't choose these different celebrities and Kyrie Irving and Kanye West to ultimately defend, this truth and be the true men of the Lord, because they're ultimately compromised. All right. They still have contracts. They can only say so much, man. They can't just come out with the whole truth because they know that, they have, they have contracts in place. They have different things that they can lose, within this world. You see? The Lord has chosen the insignificant things like the men of the Lord. We don't have contracts with Esau. We don't, We're not tied to the system like that. You see? So that's why, hey, we're fit, and we're the ones fit and selected to ultimately to speak the whole truth, man. And the Lord's going to deliver us and strengthen us and save us from this damn devil ultimately when he try to comes down upon us and try to find us guilty and liars and extremists. But in the sight of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, we're innocent, man. See, Esau, and these small hats through their media and their control over the earth right now, they could, use their media to make it seem like we're guilty and that we're crazy and that we're violent and that we ain't the Israelites. They have the power to do that. But at the end of the day, the Lord is the ultimate judge. And that's why the elect are going to be delivered and saved from these devils, man. All right, because our faith and our trust is in him, not in the system. It says, grant not, O Yahweh, the desires of the wicked, further not his wicked device, lest they exalt themselves. You see, and they're already doing that. They're already, jumping the gun. Here it is. They ain't got to the finish line yet, but they're already celebrating, man. That's why they're coming out and saying these things so boldly and so recklessly and proudly that they're saying, as if they already know that they're going to succeed. They already know that they're going to upset prophecy and rule forever, which is a damn lie. But the Lord is hardening their heart just like he did Pharaoh, and they're going to ultimately be molded, man. It says, further not his wicked device, lest they exalt themselves. As for the head of those that compass me about, let the mischief of their own lips cover them. Let burning coals fall upon them. Let them be cast into the fire, into deep pits, that they rise not up again. And that's what's going to happen to these devils ultimately, man. They're not going to succeed. This New World Order is not going to happen. They're going to be destroyed, man. It says, let not an evil speaker be established in the earth. And that's this guy, Noah Harari, man, which we know that he's speaking on the behalf of these elites. But ultimately, he's coming out and speaking upon their behalf. Hey, just like we're coming out and speaking upon the behalf of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. We're going to see who's going to be right at the end of the day. And when all the dust settles, who will be true. It says, evil shall hunt the violent man to overthrow him. I know that Yahweh will maintain the cause of the afflicted and the right of the poor. Surely the righteous shall give thanks unto thy name. The upright shall dwell in thy presence. And these devils are going to be destroyed in the presence of the Most High. See, so we can just see the pride of these devils, man. That whole Psalms 140 is speaking about these people, man. These damn devils. This is the last paragraph. It says, we just don't need the vast majority of you, says Israeli globalists. And what is an Israeli? A small hatter, man. So they want to talk about all this anti-Sim shit and, they're the most afflicted and the most hated. They're the most this and that. But look at the hate that this devil is spewing out, man, which we know that's all a goddamn lie. It says, in a future run by smart people, Harari went on to state, common people will naturally face increased feelings of anxiety and fear about being left behind. And he is technically right. Those who refuse to board the ark of Christ will, is what they're saying, in fact, be left behind. What the fuck? It's like it. Will be left behind in Harari's globalist dystopia. You see? So if you don't want to get down with the MOTB, you don't want to bow down to this New World Order and worship this devil as your God and has your power and take his injections and, fall under his social credit score and bow down to him, you're going to be left behind. That's why scripture tell you he shall not buy or sell or nor take the mark, shall be killed. Now, you may not be physically killed right away, but you'll be killed in the fact as if you'll be separated from the system. You won't be able to go into a store and buy food or get water or have a job if you don't bow down to this new system. It says we just don't need the vast majority of you. Yeah, because if you don't want to get down with this thing and bow down to what they got going, then ultimately you're going to be wasted. You're going to be left behind. You're going to be destroyed. You're going to starve to death or die. It says Harari stated out loud without shame. Yeah, that's that talk, man. See, let me read that part again. What did it say? It says, let not an evil speaker be established. You see? And this is part of that evil speaking that they're speaking. And they're speaking it out in the open and boldly. It says that we previously reported Harari, an Israeli historian and professor at the Hebrew University of Jerusalem. So we know what he is, man. All right. And he's just being the mouthpiece for all of these damn 48ers, man. And these elites. It says openly admitted that he and the rest of his globalist cabal are unleashing transhumanism as their own personal technological Noah's Ark. You see, so these devils are trying to establish their own rulership and kingdom outside of the law, statutes, and commandments and the wisdom of the Heavenly Father, man. And the same guy Harari said that the Most High is fake news, man. We don't have to fear the God of the Bible anymore because now we have technology in our own ways and our own means of protecting ourselves here on earth and bringing forth, making the earth do what we want it to do. You see? It says, meaning they believe the lie that tampering with their DNA and genetic blueprints will somehow grant them eternal life, while the rest of us are either eliminated or turned into their permanent slaves. You see? This is the pride of the wicked, man. This is what these devils are ultimately trying to accomplish. All right. In order for you to get down with it, you're gonna have to let them inject that implantable RFID device in you, the MOTB, put a brain chip in you. All right. Put you on the social credit score, control how much carbon and how much food and water and energy that you can use on a daily basis, man. See? And if you don't want to get down with that, hey, they're gonna waste you. You're gonna be eliminated. You're gonna be outside of those means of you're gonna be outside of the society, on the outside looking in. It says talking about this kind of thing used to be scoffed at and labeled conspiracy theorism, you see? And that's what they do. Whenever you speak about what they're truly trying to do, they have the power in their media and their control over, this earth to label you that. And then you're looked at as the rest of these dumbass people as crazy when it's absolutely true. It says, but now we have the plan coming straight from the mouth of the globalist cabal itself, right in the open with no shame. Rockefeller Foundation official Alan Gregg is another outspoken globalist who recently declared that the world has cancer and that cancer is mankind. But no, in the opposite, the cancer is Esau Edom and these elites. They're the cancer of the earth, man. All right. They're the problem why the earth is dying. All these animals are going extinct. Why the ecosystem is crumbling. The air is fucking horrible. And all the animals in the seas are dying, man. It's really him. But he has the power to flip it to make it seem like the people are the cancer when he's really the cancer. All right. Excluding himself, of course. It says Prince Philip, the late Queen Elizabeth's husband, likewise believed that humanity is a cancer that he wished he could eradicate by dying and coming back to life as a killer virus. The now destroyed Georgia Guidestones revealed that the globalist plan for their envisioned New World Order involves reducing the current population of the world from roughly 8 billion to the current number to just 500 million. You see? And these are all things that these elites and these globalists have been saying for centuries, that they've been planning these things, man. And now we're in the time to where they're about to try to establish these things. That's why, the Lord has us out here calling all this shit out. And I got to hurry up because my battery's going to die. It says former President Bill Clinton, unbeknownst to many, signed a so-called biodiversity threat during his tenure that contains an explicitly still stated goal of reducing the world's population to 1 billion, at least as a start. And at the grassroots level, the globalists have done an exceptional job programming millions of Westerners into supporting mass genocide through abortion and even infanticide, the latter constituting the murder of a child after he or she has already left the womb. George Orwell warned us about these times. He said they would convince us that war is peace. How right was he? Yeah, they're turning everything upside down, man. And that's why the majority of these people, they're so stupid and so brainwashed and so gone that they're going to believe a lot of this shit. And they're going to be they're going to willingly accept this man New World Order and put that charagma in their hand and worship this damn devil as their God, man, to their own destruction. But that's why, we're only here for the elect of the nation of Israel, man. All right. This is Job chapter 20, verse 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment, you see? And that's dealing with these devils, man. All this shit they talking is all going to come to a swift end when Yahweh Shai returns, man. It's all for a moment, man. These devils think they're going to ride high. They think they have it all figured out. But ultimately, they're setting themselves up to be destroyed. They're setting a trap for themselves that they think they're setting for mainly for the Israelites and the people of this earth, man. It says, though his excellency mount up to the heavens, his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him. His children shall seek to please the poor, and his hands shall restore their goods. His bones are full of the sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust. Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue, which, for a while, that secrecy of the Illuminati was working for them. But now, through his pride and the Lord puffing him up, he's just coming straight out with an insanity. He's not hiding it anymore, man. And now, he's not hiding anymore. But at the same time, if you call him out and say what he's doing, he'll, he'll crush you. He'll label you. He'll categorize you as a, as a weirdo, as a bug out, and as somebody who needs to be put in a straitjacket. But you know, it's all going to come to an end for this devil. It says, though he spare it and forsake it not, but still keep it within his mouth. Yet his meat and his bowels is turned. It is the gall of asp within him. He hath swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. God shall cast them out of his belly. He shall suck the poison of asp. The viper's tongue shall slay him. He shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter. Yeah, he's not going to see this new world order. He's not going to accomplish what he's sitting out here to do. It says, that which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein. Right, because he basically stole the whole earth, and he's going to have to give up the whole earth. All the riches and the gold and the land and the precious things of the earth that he's in control over. He's going to give it all back into Yahweh Shai and into the Israelites eventually in the kingdom. It says, because he hath oppressed and hath forsaken the poor, because he hath violently taken away an house which he builded not, surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which he desired. There shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods. In the fullness of his sufficiency he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. All right. And that word wicked is imal in the Hebrew, which means the laborer. The people that he's shitted on and robbed and stole from are all eventually going to come upon this devil and come against him. You see, it says when he is about to fill his belly, when he's about to accomplish his new world order, you think he's about to charagma everybody up and get control over the earth and do all of this bullshit. God shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. Right, the nuclear missiles is going to destroy this man's. Is going to destroy the whole of America and all of his infrastructures and everything that he's built in this place. It says he shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bull of steel shall strike him through. It is drawn, it cometh out of the body, yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall. Terrors are upon him, which is ultimately the nuclear missiles, which he thought he created to serve him, but they're ultimately going to serve the purpose of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, which the Lord is going to use to melt the whole of America and destroy, all of his infrastructure and his cities and his banking, the political and his military and all these other things. It says, all darkness shall be hid in his secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him. It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle. The heavens shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. So this devil is ultimately going to lose. He's going to be destroyed, man. But we know that these things must be, he must, come out and do what he's doing and say what he's saying. But it's all ultimately, a trap being snared for him by the Heavenly Father and to build up his pride, before he's ultimately destroyed, man. So, hey, I got to go. This battery's going to fucking die on me, man. Lord willing, you were edified. Call halal, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And to the next lesson, Shalom.